there, this is Connie with Constantly Stamping. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a really cute, easy little polka dot mini muslin bag. So let's get started. Now for this particular bag I used a couple of different things. This is acrylic paint and fabric medium. This particular bag I did with bright yellow, and I used the fabric medium with it. But today I'm just because I've already have a yellow bag, I'm going to make a red bag, but I'm going to show you the finished project in the yellow. So that I'm going to use Tuscan red today. So let me set these aside. First thing you're going to need is just a piece of chipboard. It could be a cereal box or just something to slide in your bag. And it needs to be, for this particular bag, 3 3/4 by about 6 inches long. And I'm just going to glue wax paper to it, so I'm just going to cover this board with a glue stick very quickly. And then I'm just going to cover that. And then I would trim off the edges with scissors. Now I've already done one, so I'm going to take it. And the mini muslin bags come with a drawstring in it, and you just untie the end. It looks like this. You untie the end and you just pull it out. Then I took mine to the iron and I ironed them so they'd be nice and wrinkle free. And then you just slide your piece of chipboard that's covered with wax paper down in your bag. Okay, next I'm going to take just a plastic lid, and I'm going to take my paint, make sure it's shaken well. And the directions on this particular fabric medium that I'm going to be using say mix it about 2 parts acrylic paint to 1 part fabric medium. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it, and then I'm just going to take a popsicle stick and just stir that well. Next I'm going to take a sponge dauber, and I'm just going to get that covered with the paint. And you want enough that it's covered, but you don't want it too thick. So I'm going to just make sure I'm getting the coverage that I want by just doing it over here on the side. Okay, that looks good. So what I'm going to do is take my ink, and then I like to start in the center and work my way out. So you just push and hold it for a moment, and then re-ink your, put this where you can see it, re-ink your dauber. And then I'd like to go right over here and just go slightly off the edge for this particular row. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Okay. Then my next row, I just put in between. Okay, so if you mess up like I just did and you don't get that, you just go back, put your sponge dauber back over. When I do polka dots, I like for them to run diagonally and horizontally. So here we go. Now there's the front of the bag. Then we're going to let this dry, and then we'll come back and I'll do the other side. Okay, I'm back. I went ahead and accelerated the drying process on this a little bit with my heat tool. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do the other side now. And what I like to do visually is, since there's 3 here, on the other side we're going to make that a row of 2. So I'm just going to flip it over, and I'll do my first 2 dots here, and then this row will be my 3 dots sort of off the edge, And what I really like about this is it's very forgiving. If you don't get it right, you can go back and touch up that paint a little bit. I've let this dry overnight, and I was going to show you how cording back in. So basically we need to remove our piece of chipboard that's covered in wax paper, and you can see now why we did that. Next, you're going to take your cording that you removed, and you're going to get a small safety pin like one of those in the vintage trinket set, and you're just going to put it through the end, and then you're just going to feed it through, back through the casing, and you just kind of pinch and pull as you go. So you push it. Sometimes it gets tricky. It's like right here where I've got some paint. It's kind of fused together. You have to push through that. Now, one thing you can do, take my popsicle stick and get in there and push through that. There we go. And just to make sure on the other side that we don't have that same problem, just go ahead and take care of that. Okay, now you just keep working your way through. Okay, then when you get to the end, you just now this bag is empty, but let me show you. Next thing I would do here, let's remove our pin. Go ahead and put you a knot back in the end so that that doesn't continue to unravel. And you don't have to put the cording back in. You could put some pretty ribbon in, or some jute twine, or depends on the project you're trying to do. Just snip that off a little bit. Now, what I do is let me show you this bag. You can just tie it right here on the side, and that's great, but then when you hang a tag on it, it wants to hang off to the side. So another way that you could do this is go ahead and make a half knot, just twist, and then kind of fluff this out the way you want it, and then just pull this side to the front, but wrap this one around to the back. Then come to the front and do another half knot on the front. That way your knot is in the front, and then you can hang a tag or something right here. Or if you want the knot, if you want people to be accessible to the knot, you could put that in the back, and you can actually hang your tag on the other side, and then that way it hangs evenly, and you don't have to worry about it off somewhere to the side. And this way they can get into the bag and open it up, and your tag just kind of falls to the wayside, and then they can open up their bag. Okay, so that's how you do a mini muslin bag. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.